Hello everybody, welcome back to the RWBY Reactions. My name is Eris, and I'm a little bit sick, feeling a little bit under the weather. That's why actually I'm recording this on Sunday morning. Usually don't do it that late, but I wanted to put out quality content for you. And yeah, so that being said, I apologize if I don't talk a whole lot during this video. Gonna try to just get in there, watch it, give some quick thoughts, and, you know, c'est la vie. So, last week, a thing happened. A big thing happened. There was a little bit of an election. There was a little bit of an election that may have been rigged. That very definitely was rigged. But there was some other big plot point. We had Tyrian show up at the rally, or the victory party, rather. And you know, kill some good old folks. And basically, Arthur is splicing video and making it look like Penny did it. Because it happened in the dark, no one could really see except for Faunus. And apparently, there was only, what, 2 Faunus in that party, from what you could tell. Which was Fiona, who got taken out, and Marrow. So, and obviously Marrow's on the side of Atlas, so even if he had, like, seeing what's going on, they wouldn't believe him anyways. I think a lot of people have the presupposition that all Faunus have night vision. That could be the case, but I don't know if it's that the script. Because I was always under the impression that Faunus that were linked with animals that do have good night vision would already, you know, would be the ones that have it. So it's all conjecture until there's a little bit more stuff to clear it up. Anyways, without any further ado, we're going to get into this episode. We're going to see the aftermath of last week, and enjoy.
Keep dreaming about a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity. Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from this gravity. You're holding out for some romantic life. Maybe you'll wake up in a world of charm. Oh, but what can set you free?
Song is so good. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, Penny.
Citizens of Mantle, following a most recent grim attack, a temporary prohibition of assembly is now in effect. There are to be no public gatherings of any kind. Please conduct your business and return to your homes before curfew. This is for your own safety.
What a curfew in
Stop
effect.
right there. Stop running! Wait!
Though military officials have gone on record to say the footage was doctored, many citizens are still insisting that the Protector of Mantle be deactivated.
operation. Please step aside.
Everything all right over here?
Oh, wow.
Hello?
Yeah, alright, that's cool.
This is the
What?
worst case scenario. More people are dead, Penny's been framed, and somehow Jacques Schnee is sitting on the council.
That's the second shipment for Amity that was hit today. It seems election night was the last push Robin needed to go from hometown hero to full-on vigilante.
I'm afraid the problem is more complicated than that.
It seems Robin has emboldened our suppliers in Mantle. They're refusing to sell us provisions until the city is adequately repaired. With Robin redistributing the goods her team has stolen, the Amity project is completely stalled.
But we're so close. There has to be some way we can finish the tower.
There is. Declaring martial law.
You're not actually considering that, are you?
What's more important? Establishing communication to unite the world? Or appeasing a few city blocks?
Don't make it sound trivial when you know it isn't. You keep talking about how we just need a little more time, but you're not the one having to struggle.
We have all had to make sacrifices for the greater good. Mantle has had to bear a lot of the burden, yes, but
They're bearing all of it. The longer this waiting game goes on, the harder each day gets for people down there. And now you want to send in more soldiers? You can't force people to fall in line. If you do that, you'll just be trading all of these problems for the Grim.
Please, General Ironwood. Squeezing Mantle this way, that kind of division plays right into Salem's hands. That's why Tyrian is here framing you.
Right. The reason we called you here in the first place. You're sure this was the man you saw?
Tyrian Callows was accused of murders all across Anima. A homicidal maniac who escaped justice when his prison transport was attacked by Grimm. After that, he was never seen again.
Well, he works for Salem, and he's here.
If we ever had any doubts Atlas was Salem's next target, I think those are officially out the window.
But now we have a suspect. We can tell the people.
That a long-lost serial killer is loose in Mantle and the military has no idea where he is. Might make things worse before they get better.
I am so sick of secrets. If we just told everyone about Amity, about Salem.
we can't! If we talk about Amity now, we risk Salem's forces, who we know are here, working to sabotage it. If we tell them about Salem now, we risk falling to the Grim before we can reunite Remnant. We have to finish the tower. I want Robin Hill in custody. We can offer her a deal if she gets Mantle to cooperate.
We'll figure it out.
Anyone not assisting with Robin needs to focus on Tyrian. I want to know who he's working with, where he's hiding, what he's planning, and how exactly that video of Penny got all over my kingdom. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we're approaching 51st.
Thanks again for the assist on this, you two. Now, we may all be split between different trucks, but we need to be ready to act as one in case Robin's team takes the bait. If your truck is hit, pursue immediately. Everyone else will move in as fast as possible. Going radio silent. Over.
Man.
Do you think we should have told Ironwood about Salem before he put so much on the line for Amity?
Sounds like you do.
I trust RWBY, but I think he deserves to know what he's stepping into. We all did. You don't agree?
Look around. The embargo, the military presence, the restrictions on assembly. He's a bit prone to overreacting.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Still, he didn't have a lot of good options.
I'm not sure there are many good options left for any of us anymore. Keeping secrets, taking lives, it makes you wonder how far we're going to have to go to keep doing the right thing.
Blake, we did what we had to do.
I know. But next time, I want to make sure we don't have to. And I can tell you, ambushing a huntress who's just trying to help isn't an option I'm thrilled about choosing.
Then maybe we shouldn't.
How is she doing?
She's confused, scared. We'll have her recorded visual data shortly. That should prove her innocence, but the damage has already been done. The things people are saying about her? If Penny hadn't been there, Robin would be...
I don't think Robin was their target. Salem's goal has always been to divide us. I think Penny was exactly where they wanted her. Just like at the Vital Festival.
And just like back then, someone is using our own technology against us. This doctored footage of Penny came from her work all around Manor. Stolen straight from our surveillance network.
Ugh, hacking. Technology. Oh, why can't people just do what they used to and fight to the death? A lot simpler if you ask me.
Well, if we're dealing with the same enemy from Beacon, hacking into Manor's system would be simple. Fortunately, the rest of Atlas is running on an upgraded network.
And how would someone get access to that network?
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the Council, our cybersecurity and surveillance leads, and maybe a select few who oversee critical systems like sewage or the heating grid.
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneedas Company.
What are you thinking?
I don't know yet, but something isn't right.
Understatement of the century.
And how are you doing?
If Maria hadn't offered to help me these past weeks, I'd have likely collapsed by now. Getting a communications tower into the sky seems impossible on its own, but now, to think of what people want to do to my girl.
Even if the worst does happen, you can always reactivate her again. So maybe try not to worry so much.
There's a reason why Penny is the only one of her kind. When the General first challenged us to find the next breakthrough in defense technology, most of my colleagues pursued more obvious choices. I was one of the few who believed in looking inward for inspiration.
You wanted a protector with a soul.
I did. And when General Ironwood saw her, he did too. Much to my surprise, the Penny Project was chosen over all the other proposals.
Why would you be surprised? You created an artificial aura.
Not quite.
You gave her part of yours?
Yes. And each time I rebuild Penny, it takes a little more. If the people get their wish and she's destroyed, I won't be able to...
We'll find whoever's responsible. I promise.
Oh, it's fucking Arthur.
Robin.
Scramble!
No, wait! Split up and regroup at the hideout!
Please stop! We just want to...
If Ironwood wants me, he'll have to send more than a couple of kids.
He is. Stopping the trucks alerted the Aesops. We don't have long before they arrive, so please listen to us. You need to know the truth.
You're stalling.
Amity Coliseum, all these supplies, they're for a new communications tower.
That doesn't make any sense.
A new tower means the kingdoms can
I know
finally...
what the tower means, fisticuffs. One of you take my hand.
What?
You said time is short. Either take it, or I'm gone. Tell me again, what is Ironwood building out in the tundra?
A new communications tower. He's trying to help everyone.
You're telling the truth.
Handy semblance.
Why keep that a secret?
Because he doesn't know who he can trust. Atlas isn't out to get anybody. The people murdering civilians in Mantle are just trying to make it look that way. And if those same people learned about Amity, they'd do everything in their power to destroy it.
So who are they? Who's actually behind this?
Yang, Blake, where are you?
We can't tell you that part yet.
Bullshit.
Look, we are trusting you, so trust us when we say that Amity Tower needs to stay a secret until it's done. We just need a little more time.
Run! We'll throw them off!
I won't stop until I know the whole truth.
It's right behind that door.
The Staff of Creation.
Oh, we're seeing the vault.
Bring you down here might jog some memories. After all, it was your idea to use the staff to lift Atlas off the ground.
I thought gravity dust kept Atlas afloat.
That's the public story. But with the staff, we have a constant, seemingly limitless energy source. Oz once speculated it could take us as high as we wanted. To tell you the truth, that served as the inspiration for the Amity Project. Get a communication tower up in the sky, higher than the Grim can survive. So we never lose contact with each other again.
But you're not using the staff to raise Amity.
The staff can only be used for one purpose at a time. We're going to have to do Amity the old-fashioned way, dust and all.
It feels strange, knowing a part of me helped come up with all this.
You'll get used to it, I'm sure. Eventually, you don't even know who's who anymore.
Right.
We did know we see eye to eye, but I wish I could ask Ospen what he thought of all this.
Well, I can tell you what I think. The path you're heading down, where you're the only one with the answers, where you do the thing you think is right no matter the cost, it's not going to take you anywhere good.
We have to stop Salem. Nothing matters more.
Some things matter more, I think. Keeping our humanity. It's what makes us different from her.
Sometimes I worry that's her greatest advantage. Without humanity, does she still feel fear? Does she ever hesitate? When Salem hit Beacon, even with all my ships, all of my soldiers, I was no match for her. I've never felt so helpless. The way she told me she was there.
Ooh.
It's okay to be afraid. You just can't let that fear control you.
I am not going to end up like Lionheart. Do you believe in me?
I do believe in you. But not only you. I think the best thing you could do is sit down and talk with the people you're most afraid to.
Now you are starting to sound like him. Winter. What is it?
What's going on?
It looks like you're getting your wish.
My father's first act. We've all been invited to dinner, where the general will be defending his seat on the council.
Man, that was a loaded episode. A lot of emotions. You know, you can really see finally that aggression that we all expected Ironwood to have at first come out because of everything going wrong. And, you know, a lot of the difference in opinions of our teams towards it. The fact that, you know, Nora has spoken up so strongly about it. Yeah, it's definitely something. That was a great episode. I just wish I could be a little bit more talkative regarding it. Fortunately, I'm incredibly ill. But I'll have more on it next week in the opener. And hopefully I'm feeling better by then. Thank you for joining me. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment. And we'll see you next time.